Okay, so before I start saying anything, this video is partially inspired by Joe Pig. But it's also, but I've had this idea in the works for a long time, but every time I've tried to do it, I always try talking about too much stuff, and it just always ends up really bad. But basically, I'm gonna talk about my favorite TV shows / movies. So my favorite show, I'm gonna start with my favorite shows. I haven't seen a lot of shows. Like, there's a lot of shows I'd like to watch, but for me, shows can be really shows can take a lot of time to watch. I walked off, and you know, I don't always have the time for that. Although it's weird because I also like spend hours watching, like, I don't know, YouTube. But I kind of procrastinate with shows. But in general, my favorite shows are Breaking Bad / Better Call Saul at Breaking Bad is #1 for me. I haven't finished Better Call Saul yet. I know how it ends though, because, you know, TikTok. What is this guy doing? Oh my god! Like, why are you were so weird? I'm sorry, but I know we gotta eliminate toxicity on the Hypixel server, but this guy plays so weirdly. He's playing Fortnite. That's what he's playing. I'm gonna move my mic. There we go. Hopefully this sounds better. But Better Call Saul is really good. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm hoping to finish it really soon. But Breaking Bad, oh my, like, I remember I started watching it before, like, all the people on, like, TikTok and everything was like, oh, Breaking Bad is the best show ever. Okay, well, that's awesome. I love Hypixel. I love Hypixel players. But it is true what people say about it, like the ending for Breaking Bad. And there's some amazing twists too. Like, I try to avoid spoilers, but it's hard when the show is as old as Breaking Bad is. But like, some of the twists are so good. I'm not gonna say any of them, because if you're watching Breaking Bad, it's so much better just to find out. But yeah, Breaking Bad #1. Better Call Saul is probably #2. But for me, like, the third is actually The Boys. If you haven't seen it, The Boys is an amazing show. It's basically about it's basically another show with the idea of, oh, what if people had superpowers? Would they be good? And no, they wouldn't. But the Boys like almost invented that sort of trope in my mind, and but they use it so creatively. It is such a great show. Like, if you have not seen it, I very much encourage you to watch it. Although probably don't watch it with, like, your parents or something, because as good as it is, there is a lot of, like, I guess the word is adult content, but oh, I hit him with shears. I thought I had a knockback stick. But yeah, The Boys is such a good show. But like, if you probably shouldn't watch it with your parents. After The Boys, I don't know. I guess The Office. The Office is like the other show I've watched that I really liked. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like The Office because I don't really like Modern Family. I didn't like that show. From all I had seen, it did not seem like a show for me. But I started watching The Office, and if you haven't seen The Office, you know, you should watch it, because it's actually a really funny show, and there's a lot of really good moments. Okay, what am I doing? I guess for me, you know, I usually don't count, like, I usually count animated shows and like live action shows in different, like, I count those differently. But I guess my next would probably be Adventure Time. If you have not seen Adventure Time, please watch Adventure Time. It is one of the best shows of all time. I just get fireballed and die. But yeah, I guess that's all the sort of like my favorite shows. So I have a list of movies as well. I'm gonna go from 5 to 1 because I have them ordered from 5 to 1 on my Google Doc that I have. So from 5, I'd probably have Django Unchained. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's directed by Quentin Tarantino. I think I said this in another video, but I'm a huge fucking film nerd. I love movies. I love film and everything in it. Like, but Quentin Tarantino, he's really, like, well-known director. I think he just finished writing his final movie, which is hopefully going to be really good, because Quentin Tarantino, there haven't been a lot of times where he's missed a movie. Like, he always makes a good movie, in my opinion. Like, I know a lot of people don't like say Pulp Fiction, but Pulp Fiction, I watched it. Oh my god, it's so good. It is such a good movie. After that, I'd probably put the movie 7. It's my ping. 7. The movie has really grown on me as like times went on since I saw it. I saw it on Halloween, actually. I saw it on Halloween with my brother and with my dad. But oh, it's so good. It is such a good movie, and it's one of those movies where like I really like them because it like keeps your mind questioning. There's another movie, I think it's called like Arrested Development. That's another really, really good movie because it keeps your mind like questioning how it's happening. But 7 is such a good movie. It's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. It's made by David Fincher. It has Brad Pitt's in it, and Brad Pitt's one of my favorite actors, I would say. He's really good. He's really talented. I think he's done a lot of movies on my top list. After on my list, I have after 7, I have Bullet Train. Bullet Train, if you haven't seen it, it's basically about a bunch of mercenaries on a bullet train. It's crazy. It's a crazy premise, I know. But they're basically all after they're each after someone else or something else on the train. And then they're all like trying to attack each other, and you find out everything about their backstory, and it's such a good movie. It came out last year, but you know, if you haven't seen it, you should watch Bullet Train. It has Brad Pitt. It has the guy who played Percy Jackson, the old Percy Jackson movies. It has the guy who played Kick-Ass in the Kick-Ass movies. It has, I don't know, it has a bunch of like really good actors. So yes, Bullet Train. That's a really good one. And then 2, my second favorite movie of all time is probably, this is gonna be a really fucking nerdy answer, but The Batman. I fucking love that movie. I saw it opening day with my brother. It is one of the best movies I have ever seen. Like, there are moments in it, like, especially when they play the original, like, Batman score, and even when they play, like, the new ones that they've made, oh my god, that movie is so fucking awesome. It is such a good movie. It is, like, for Batman. Let's go, Batman. The power of the Batman. I leveled up as well. That's awesome. And I mean, there's only one movie left which tops the Batman for me, and I can't say it. There's rules, and I can't break those rules. So yeah, it like, that's a if you know you know thing. So, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't mean to cue another game, but yeah, that's kind of my list of like my favorite movies and shows. Yeah, that's it.